what we want to know is, are you a brother or a sister?
Well, I'm an only child.
There's a word for what you are.
Charismatic?
So what the hell are you? A man or a woman?
Farley, that night is the first night I ever met Farley. It was your first night on the show?
We all sat around and watched you when we were cheering you on, buddy.
And Farley, he took me, he never met me before in his life, you know? And he took me back. He said, I got to tell you a secret about SNL.
Oh, yeah.
Took me all the way to the back and Mohawk.
Like the woods. This is the woods.
No, within the
okay, the hotel, right?
in the hotel, and he secreted me into this room, and he locked it, and he made sure it wasn't bugged and everything. He said, I got a secret to tell you. I was very, you know, honored to have this. And then his secret was, he said, this doesn't go past these walls. Pat is a woman!
Tell me your history with Norman.
Well,
Did you guys date?
No, not date. He
good for you, by the way.
He was mean to me in a terrible way. When his first show on SNL, there was a sketch, and they wanted to change something, and I didn't want to change it to that line. And he came up to me in the makeup chair and said, "Your problem is you're not funny. You're just not funny." He said that to me. I'd been on the show for 4 years. He was just started it. I think it was his first week. Okay, there's a better part of the story. So then, of course, I didn't like him.
Norman can be rough.
I really didn't like him. And then I was about to leave the show anyway. I was like, just one more reason to get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And but I was very, very good friends with Laurie Jo Hoekstra, who he was always, you know,
right.
very much.
They're friends for years. I don't even know if is that is the woman in his life,
yeah,
or is she?
I don't actually even
She's
know.
his handler,
Lojo, as he refers to her.
Lojo.
And she's been with him for like
for a million years
since back then at SNL
Yes.
in like '93.
Yes,
yeah.
and I always loved Laurie Jo, and it was a very tumultuous friendship then, and I just really didn't like him, and then I left the show, and I just really didn't watch anything for years. But some people would talk about how funny he was, and I would see him occasionally. And I had a bias, you know, obviously, because I had this traumatic thing. Then at the 40th reunion, Norm came up to me and he said, I just have to apologize to you. That was a terrible thing to do. I can't believe I did that terrible thing. And I said, oh, and then that meant a lot to me. And then after that, I could watch Norm stuff, and I realized he's hysterical. Okay, it was like I was able to emotionally let it in how great and funny he is.
That's an interesting comment on there is some gateway to your sense of humor that goes through personal feelings.
That's embarrassing because it's very
No,
narcissistic.
but that's everybody, though.
I mean, like...
Christ, I can't tell you how people just hate my humor now, and I think, oh, that's a pretty good joke. And I try to figure it out, like, sometimes, where somebody will over-like a joke, and somebody will under-like it.
And then it's about to go down. We're here to stay and run this town. Bring in the heat, bring in the energy. We're the queens of the festival, can't you see? We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, yeah, ooh. From dawn till dusk, we command the crowd's gaze. Every beat, every rhyme sets our souls ablaze. With swagger and style, we own this domain. In the realm of music, we reign supreme, no chain. Feel the rhythm pulsating through your veins. Our verses ignite, fire never wane. With each lyric we spit, each move we make, we carve our legacy, leaving jaws to quake. We're the queens of the festival, here to rule the stage. Dropping beats and make your body engage. From sunrise to sunset, we're taking it all. We're the festival queens standing tall. Ooh, I get it. Ooh. No crown needed, our all's the crown jewel in the kingdom of sound. We never play the fool with beats as our scepters and rhymes as our decree. We're the sovereigns of rhythm for all to see. So bow down to the queens as we own the night. In the kingdom of music, we're the guiding light. From the first note to the last, we'll always be the festival queens, forever wild and free.
I'll see the finer gradation that was a decent joke. It probably should have hit right in here. And I could see, I said, oh, I see. It really isn't an involuntary gesture. There is some price of admission to get through to really convulse somebody.
Yeah,
and it's about their biases towards you.
Yes, it's true.
Well, I'm glad Norm came around because that seemed like a particularly... He was probably scared shitless, too. Everybody's a little scared over there.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I'm sure I've had bad moments there as well.